Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a timeless reading. Could also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this energy as your own. I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards. Um, if you'd like to work with me on spiritual advice, um, twin flame stuff, astrology readings, and more, my information is in the description below. And if you'd like to book a free consult with me, my Calendly link is in the description below as well. Keep in mind we all have masculine and feminine energies in our bodies, so masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine, so use those terms as they make sense in your situation. All right, y'all, so let me get into it. So, what I saw was darkness, um, and gold. So the song that came up is it's a old school song by Sting, Fields of Gold. So some of the lyrics are say you'll stay with me, say you'll be my love. Among the fields of barley, we'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. So maybe you're dealing with a person that likes to be outside. Maybe they want to be out in the dark with you. Maybe they want to cuddle with you in bed and just lay there in the dark and think and dream and plan. And a lot of manifestation happens when we're laying in the dark, or like, for some people, we think about watching movies and things like that in the dark, and they say that that is required. If you think about the way pictures are developed, it's in a dark room, in a dark chamber, and you you develop these things in the dark, and then they come to the light, don't they? So that could be the process of manifesting, that maybe you will have some good fortune these days at manifesting, and you need to spend more time dreaming, thinking. You maybe need to get more sleep, more rest for your body. Um, you might need to take care of your health. Um, I'm hearing about disclosure coming up on the 24th of June. I'm not sure. We'll see how that unfolds. But there's something about the darkness and then the light coming. But there might be a little delay. So recently, I've been talking about a brief period of separation between divine masculine and divine feminine, that maybe you or keeping your options open. You really got to explore and see that really maybe there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing out there that's better than what's in there with you, which is your divine counterpart, divine masculine, divine feminine. And for you, collective, you came to this realization before the divine masculine. And so you're telling them, look, I want to be exclusive. I don't want to see you with anyone else, and I don't want to be with anyone else. I'm dropping all my options. But the thing is that you mirror each other. So if you keeping your options open, they're going to keep theirs open, and you are taking the lead. So if you're going to close your options and just have them exclusively be together with you, then you do it. But you might be the one collective to take the lead, and divine masculine might follow, which I think is great, because we talk a lot about creating a new template and stuff, because the old way that we were interacting and treating each other has not been working. As you could see, it's over like 60%, I think, divorce rate now for people. And so it's not right. We know that it's not. And we need to adjust our way of thinking. So for you and the divine masculine, you might be leading collective and saying, look, I want us to be exclusive with each other and try. If it doesn't work, okay, fine. But I think it's going to work out fine because either you saw them with somebody, they saw you with somebody. It did not work out. It was devastating, it was crushing. And they're saying, I can't let anyone get the collective. And you're saying you don't want them to be with anyone else. You saw them with someone else, they saw you with someone or both, and both of you are like, oh no, it left a nasty taste in your mouth, and you're saying, no, I don't want him, I don't want her to be with anyone else. I want the collective to myself. And they're saying they want you to their self. You're saying you want them to yourself as well. However it goes. But so maybe there are things that you cannot see if we're talking about dark, and then those things are revealed later. And it was just on your heart. Like there are some things, some desires and things that got taken out of your heart temporarily, and God is telling you what you need to know. And your divine masculine is not as advanced as you are in your spiritual growth and development, but they're learning you got to treat people right. If you want them to treat you right, you can't go off on a, impulse. You'll do some things that ruin everything. So instead, the two of you are deciding how you want to move forward with each other. Um, but you might have already gotten a love confession. You might have already gotten a proposal, or you might be getting one soon. But it's this focus really on um, the two of you moving forward together, building together, because the divine masculine knows there's no one as loving, as kind, as caring, no one as gentle, no one as patient, no one as protective, as abundant as the collective. And you know that no one is the same, loving, kind, gentle, caring, considerate, um, just really sweet, and you can see it in their eyes. And they've been praying for you, and they've been looking for someone like you. And now that they found you, they make mistakes, but now they're like, no, you went silent or you disappeared on them for a little bit, and you never do that. So when you do that, it really has an impact, and they're scared to death that they were going to lose you. And so now they're like, no, what do we have to do to make it right? We'll do it. Let's come together on this, because they don't want to lose you, and you don't want to lose them either. You're saying you just kind of let it go and said, let God take over, because I can't do this. I don't have the strength. I got to focus on stuff, you know. I don't have time for this. So you got separated, but you're back together, and so now, you know, you'll see what comes next. All right, y'all, I didn't want to get too far into that before I tell you about the angel number that I'm speaking about in this video, and it's 1111. So then a twin flame number. It represents, from what this says, a spiritual gateway could be opening in front of you, and the universe could be tapping you on the shoulder and saying, pay attention right now. So one is repeated 4 times, so it's like amplified. And it could be new beginnings, could be independence, could be you manifesting, but it could be 4 times more, which could be exponential. Um, and one can be the spirit, God communicating with us. Um, and we might be getting a divine calling to do something. Um, you might have been getting a lot of downloads lately, like I was saying. This angel number's been falling out of the sky on me. Um, In love, it could mean that you have to trust that the universe is lining everything up to bring you and your divine counterpart together. So if you've already met your twin flame, or if you haven't, and you're waiting to meet your twin flame or your soulmate or whatever mirror soul, that it could be right here, and you just need to pay attention. Someone could invite you out to lunch or dinner or something. They could be there. You could go out to, go to the grocery store and you could run into them there. Um, but you need to stop allowing your limiting beliefs to interfere, and you're being called to something higher. You need to step into that because there's going to be transformation soon. New beginnings could be coming. It could be scary, but you need to embrace them. There could be some power that is not awakened, sorry, that could be awakening now in you, and you could be getting some more downloads, some spiritual gifts, abilities, and powers. Um, Usually, they're saying that 1111 often comes before or during twin flame encounters. So it could be that the universe is bringing you out together. And I almost said uniform, so maybe it's something, maybe for some of you, they're military or something, they're wearing a uniform. For some of you, for all we know, we could have some teen or young adult twin flame could be in uniform from something like that, or it could be like sports or some kind of thing where you have to wear a certain type of uniform or dress a certain way. And maybe you'll run into them. Could be a lot of things, but it could be military, it could be school, it could be sports, could be, a certain job, could be government, a lot of things. Um, the twin flame journey. So the twin flame, the union, the interactions can be intense, and don't think that you're getting away just because maybe you're at a distance, because that don't mean nothing. It could be a lot, but you have to love yourself. You have to continue to do the work, whatever it is, and it's important for you to believe that things are going to work out and trust that God is going to bring it all together. Focus on your healing, and the next thing you know, you're in the middle of your twin flame partnership. Could be that you need to focus on looking at synchronicities, trusting your intuition, understanding that you're connected with everything. But unity, get on your purpose if you're not already. If you are already, just continue to walk with intention and know that that's going to lead you on the path that you're supposed to be on. So it could be, you could be headed toward getting your own business or building your business, or, starting a new business or whatever. It's something that you've been passionate about that maybe you've been putting off, and you need to do it. Create a place for you to do whatever it is, and know that you're being guided by your higher self. God ultimately is what you're being guided by. Um, and so you need to do those things for yourself. Um, all right, y'all. So again, as always, continue to glow up, continue to watch, read, listen to things that lift you up, continue to grow in your spiritual gifts, abilities, and powers. Let them in, let them in, let them in. Continue to focus on surrounding yourself with people that want you to win, and energy that lifts everyone up. As always, happy, lightning, fast manifesting, and I'm going to talk to y'all again soon. All right, love y'all. Bye for now.